What up, Stackers? Big Stack McGee here. How are you doing today? It is Saturday, October 10th, and it is just an absolutely gorgeous autumn afternoon, and very, very grateful for the beautiful weather here in the Midwest. Lots of beautiful colors on the trees, and just thought I'd get a chance to make a quick video to kind of share what's been going on for me, and also some very interesting results from sending some coins in to PCGS to get encapsulated and graded and all that kind of business. It's my first time I've ever done anything like that. But a little bit of the backstory here. So right here, what I have is a coin. And, notice that I just kind of cut out some of the details. It's just unnecessary information that doesn't need to be floating around out there as far as I'm concerned. But this is one of the first coins that I ever purchased. And if you take a look at this picture, I had an unfortunate accident where the coin holder fell and hit the ground and chipped out the entire bottom corner. And I was really bummed out. I was like, man, because it was totally my fault. I had it sitting on top of some other stuff that I was carrying to an area, slipped off, hit the floor, and cracked. And so I was, generally concerned as to what do I do now? Do I sell it like this? Do I, send it back? And it turned out that was the best option for me, was to send it back into PCGS and ask for a reholder service. And it was very quick and easy. I did have to join membership for a year. They have the different levels you can get, basic and on and up. So I had to spend a little bit of money, but there's some nice benefits to that. You get their quarterly rare coin report in the mail, and some other, you get the opportunity to send in other coins for submission. Anyway, I got this back, and of course, voila, new holder, and this is a nice, see if I can get a better view here. Nice Morgan dollar with the CC Mint. So I was very happy that I got this back, and that was encapsulated nice, and I remedied my error in having dropped the coin. But then I was thinking to myself, what do I have that I might want to get submitted? I don't have a ton of select items that, maybe I do. I have to go back through some of my 90% coinage, because I know that I have some nice AU and BU examples that I've set aside in my quarter stack and in my $50 stack. But nothing that I would consider to be truly rare, right? So I thought to myself, you know what? I had picked up my first St. Gaudens Double Eagle, which I had boxed several years ago. I thought, you know what, I'm going to, and let me just give you a quick clip from that unboxing. So just take a look at this real quick. And then you can see that I got this from APMEX, and it was considered an AU example. And I thought, well, let's kind of put it to the test here, and just we'll send that in to get graded. And I also had a 1904 Double Eagle that I picked up at the beginning of 2020 from a listing online that said XF or better. And I had packaged it, and a lot of the comments said, you know what, that looks a lot better than XF to me. And I, to be honest, had not done a lot of research on how to grade coins, but since then I've done quite a bit. And I thought, you know what, this does look a lot better than XF condition, because the fields are so clean and there's not a lot of scuff marks and all things like that. And so I sent both of them in, and so I thought, you don't have to wait the weeks that I did, but I sent them both in to be checked out. And so first things first, let me show you this one. This is the coin, the Double Eagle that I just mentioned. It's a 1904, and the fields are just beautiful. And it is a genuine coin. It came back as genuine, but I found out they call these body bags. It came back cleaned. So at some point in its history, it had been cleaned. It doesn't specify whether or not it was whizzed or dipped or anything like that. But even though it's a gorgeous coin, it does come back. And notice here it says "Do Not Holder." I had chosen the option to not put it in to one of these encapsulations. You can, if it comes back cleaned, it can come back as a details coin. And I chose at the time not to do that. Looking back, I guess I kind of wish I would have, but because then at least it shows that it's genuine, and so, of course, when you're buying these secondhand Double Eagles and stuff, having something encapsulated will help the buyer to know that at least they have an authentic coin. But either way, it's a gorgeous example of a double eagle, but now it makes me want to trade this out and get something different. Even though I picked this up for an incredible price. I'm trying to remember what gold was back in March, and I can't off the top of my head, but obviously gold is back in the 1900s now. So it was a spot price kind of pickup that I was very, very happy with. And on to the other one. So I had the 1908 coin that I got from APMEX, and lo and behold, this one did get encapsulated. So before I show you what it came back as, you take a look again here at the video and see if you can guess yourself at the grade that a coin like this might get. Just put it back up there for just a second so you can see both sides. And before I show you the grade, here it is encapsulated. So it did receive a grade. And this one came back as, there we go, an MS61, Mint State 61. So it actually turned out to be a great benefit for me to do that. So thank you, APMEX, for sending me something that truly was AU or better. In this form, as far as gradebook price, and of course their retail prices and whatnot, but it comes back as $2,500 for this piece. Now, you and I both know that a coin is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it, but interestingly enough, Mint State 1908 Double Eagle, no motto, Mint State 61 does command more of a premium than spot price, and I in fact paid close to spot price, $1,100, I believe, when I picked this up. So, you know what? I'm pretty happy with the results, even though I got back the 1904 one as a cleaned example. To know that this is now encapsulated at MS61 makes me pretty darn happy. I'm just going to compare that. Got one more here. This is from several years ago, too. There's a deal that had been floating around, I believe also from APMEX, I'm not sure. But it was near spot price for an MS63 Gold Double Eagle. And I was very, very happy with this. And I know that several of you out there took advantage of that same deal. But if you just want to see these, you already saw the 61. So much of grading these coins has to do with some of the what the fields look like. Every coin that's been, even the ones that are uncirculated, had to travel through bank bags and things, and they're going to have some issues with some dings and things like that. But it's funny. I look back, and these were coins that were on my bucket list for so long after becoming a stacker. The thing that I'm discovering, especially here with spot price being higher than you would want, for stacking large quantities of low premium silver and gold, I've discovered that I'm using this opportunity to try to learn as much as I can on more rare coins, and not for profit per se, but to become part of my permastack, the heirloom pieces that I want to be able to pass on to my children and possibly their children. And it's been a dream of mine ever since I started stacking to have some part of my collection or my stack that would be, you know what, this can be made, I can make profit off this right now, let's flip it and get something else. Parts that I want to never sell. My gold stack is part of my never sell. And specifically, now I'm starting to get into some coins that I've always wanted to see up close and thought, you know what, why not? So I've actually made a few pickups. I'll show them in the not too near future. In the near future, excuse me. But just some old Americana stuff that is not stacking because of the metal content, but more of because you can get a really amazing example of a vintage coin and be able to see it up close. So I'm getting more into that, and I know some of you that are stackers at heart cringe at the thought of buying graded coins, and I totally get that because that was me too. But what I've discovered, I've been stacking for almost 8 years, that I've had enough time and exposure and study to kind of feel a little bit more comfortable to not be making some really poor choices. I still don't believe a big deal in picking up modern graded bullion. I just don't see the point of picking up modern graded bullion. But for vintage coins, holy cow, it's pretty exciting to get some examples of 19th century half dollars and quarters that that you've seen pictures of, or perhaps like an example. Every now and then you get a roll of quarters that you pick up for as close to spot as you can, and there might be like a standing Liberty quarter that's been really, really circulated, and you can kind of make it out, but then you see that next to something that is truly uncirculated, and it's like, wow, it looks amazing. And so I've been gotten bit by the collecting bug just a little bit. And again, not for it because I think it's going to massively go up in value and I'll be able to make a lot of money off it, but because I want to put that in my permastack that gets passed on to the kiddos. So there's my offering for the day. 3 gold double eagles, one of which is cleaned, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. It was a cheap pickup, and I'm happy I have it, but I'm wondering if I don't sell that and pick up something else that I really want. I'm not sure. And I'm a member of PCGS, and probably going to take advantage of their grading service again when I learn even more, so that I can learn how to detect if the coins have been cleaned. But for some of you that have been commenting in those videos saying you thought that perhaps this one was better than XF, it certainly is in terms of its details, but it is a cleaned coin. So there you have it, a little bit of an update. I'm still picking up stuff, low premium silver and gold, because that's in my nature to do that, just not as much with these prices. But next video you should see some new stuff. It's Big Stack McGee, thanks for watching. Have a great day.